What if you had a free AI assistant that could help you write faster, find information in seconds, organize your ideas, and make your daily tasks easier? Well, that's exactly what we're exploring today. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're taking a deep dive into Google Gemini, Google's powerful AI assistant that's changing how students, content creators, and professionals work every day. We'll cover what Google Gemini is, how it works, its best features, real-world use cases, and tips to help you get the most out of it. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of whether Gemini is the right AI tool for you. Before we get started, if you enjoy learning about AI, technology, and productivity, make sure to subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our future videos. Now, let's dive in and discover what makes Google Gemini one of the most exciting AI tools available today. Whether you're a student trying to understand difficult topics, a content creator looking for fresh ideas, or a professional who wants to save time, Gemini has tools that can make your daily tasks much easier. In this video, we'll explore what Google Gemini is, how it works, its best features, practical examples, and tips to help you use it more effectively. Imagine having an assistant that never gets tired, can answer your questions in seconds, help you write emails, summarize long documents, generate creative ideas, and even help you solve complex problems. It sounds like something from the future, but it's already here. Meet Google Gemini, Google's powerful AI assistant that's changing the way millions of people study, work, and create content. Before we begin, if you enjoy learning about AI, technology, and productivity, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our future videos. Now, let's dive in. Artificial intelligence has become one of the biggest technological advances of our time. Just a few years ago, finding information meant opening multiple websites, reading long articles, and spending hours searching for answers. Today, AI can do much of that work for you. Google created Gemini to make information easier to understand and tasks easier to complete. Unlike a traditional search engine that simply lists web pages, Gemini can have conversations with you, explain ideas, generate content, and help you think through problems step by step. Instead of searching for answers, you can simply ask a question in natural language, just as you would ask another person. That's what makes Gemini different. So, what exactly is Google Gemini? Google Gemini is an AI assistant developed by Google. It uses advanced language models to understand your questions and generate helpful responses in a conversational way. Think of it as a smart assistant that's available 24 hours a day. You can ask Gemini to explain a difficult topic, summarize a document, brainstorm ideas, write emails, draft reports, create social media captions, help with coding, or even plan a trip. One of Gemini's biggest strengths is that it understands natural language. You don't need to use technical commands or special keywords. For example, instead of typing photosynthesis definition, you can ask explain photosynthesis like I'm 12 years old, and give me a real-life example. Gemini understands the context and provides an answer that's easier to understand. That makes it useful not only for experts, but also for beginners. Smart Writing Assistants. One of Gemini's most useful features is writing assistance. Whether you need an email, a report, a blog post, or a YouTube script, Gemini can help you create a first draft in seconds. You can also ask it to make your writing shorter, more formal, or easier to understand. This is especially helpful if English isn't your first language or if you're struggling to find the right words. Research and learning. Gemini is also a powerful learning tool. Instead of reading dozens of articles, you can ask Gemini to explain a topic in simple language, compare different ideas, or summarize long pieces of information. For students, this can make studying faster and more organized. However, remember that AI can make mistakes. It's always a good idea to double-check important facts using reliable sources, especially for school, work, or research. Brainstorming ideas. Have you ever stared at a blank page and couldn't think of what to write? Gemini can help you brainstorm. For example, if you're a YouTube creator, you can ask, "Give me 20 video ideas about artificial intelligence for beginners." If you're starting a business, you can ask for marketing ideas, product names, or content plans. Think of Gemini as a creative partner that helps you get started when you're stuck. Now that you know what Google Gemini is and what it can do, the next question is, how are real people using it every day? In the next part, we'll look at how students, content creators, and professionals use Google Gemini to save time, improve productivity, and get better results. Let's start with students. Studying can be stressful, especially when you're trying to understand difficult subjects or prepare for exams. Reading hundreds of pages, taking notes, and organizing information takes time. This is where Google Gemini can make studying more efficient. Imagine you have a 25-page chapter to review before tomorrow's exam. Instead of reading every page multiple times, you can ask Gemini to summarize the chapter into the most important points. If there's a concept you don't understand, you can ask Gemini to explain it in simple language. For example, instead of reading a complicated science textbook, you could type "explain photosynthesis" like "I'm a beginner." Gemini will break the topic into simple steps and often use examples that are easier to understand. It can also help you create study schedules, practice quiz questions, flashcards, and essay outlines. However, remember that AI is a learning assistant, not a replacement for learning. Always verify important facts with trusted sources and use your own understanding when completing assignments. Used wisely, Gemini can help you study more effectively and spend less time searching for information. Students aren't the only ones benefiting from AI. If you create videos, write blogs, or manage social media, Gemini can become one of your most valuable creative tools. One of the biggest challenges for content creators is coming up with fresh ideas consistently. Whether you're a YouTuber, blogger, podcaster, or social media creator, there are times when inspiration simply doesn't come. Google Gemini can help speed up the creative process. Let's say you run a YouTube channel about AI. If you're writing a blog, it can help organize your ideas into a clear structure and suggest headlines. Remember, the best content still comes from your own creativity and experience. Think of Gemini as a creative partner that helps you overcome writer's block and work more efficiently. AI isn't just for students and creators. Professionals in many industries are also using Gemini to simplify everyday work. In the workplace, time is one of the most valuable resources. Many professionals spend hours writing emails, creating reports, preparing presentations, and organizing information. Google Gemini can reduce the time needed for many of these tasks. For example, if you've written an email that sounds too formal, you can ask Gemini to make it friendlier. If you've attended a long meeting, you can use Gemini to help summarize key discussion points and create a list of action items. Need help preparing a presentation? Gemini can generate an outline, suggest talking points, and even help explain complex ideas in a way that's easier for your audience to understand. It can also help brainstorm project ideas, draft business proposals, and organize information into clear, easy-to-read formats. Of course, any AI-generated work should be reviewed before it's shared with clients or colleagues. AI is a powerful assistant, but human judgment is still essential. When used thoughtfully, Gemini can help professionals spend less time on repetitive tasks and more time on meaningful work. So far, we've explored what Google Gemini is and how different people use it in their daily lives. But is it perfect? In the final part of this video, we'll look at Gemini's biggest strengths, some limitations to keep in mind, tips for writing better prompts, and whether it's worth using in 2026. After looking at all these examples, you might be wondering what makes Google Gemini different from other AI assistants. One of its biggest strengths is its connection to Google's ecosystem. If you already use Gmail, Google Docs, Google Drive, or other Google services, Gemini can fit naturally into the way you already work. Another advantage is its ability to understand natural conversations. You don't have to speak like a computer. Just ask your question the same way you would ask a friend or coworker. Gemini can also help with brainstorming, writing, summarizing information, organizing ideas, and explaining complex topics in simple language. As Google continues improving Gemini, new features are added regularly, making it an AI tool that keeps getting better over time. One secret to getting better results is writing better prompts. A prompt is simply the instruction you give the AI. The more specific your prompt is, the better the answer will usually be. Instead of asking, "Write an email," try saying, "Write a friendly email asking my manager for 2 days of vacation." Instead of, "Give me YouTube ideas," ask, "Give me 15 YouTube video ideas about AI tools for beginners with high click potential." Adding details like your audience, tone, or goal helps Gemini give more useful responses. Like any technology, Google Gemini has both strengths and limitations. Let's start with the advantages. Gemini is fast and easy to use. It can save time on research, writing, brainstorming, and many everyday tasks. It's useful for students, professionals, and creators alike. It also continues to improve as Google releases updates. However, no AI tool is perfect. Sometimes Gemini may misunderstand a question or provide incorrect or incomplete information. That's why it's important to verify important facts before using them in school, work, or business. AI should support your thinking, not replace it. The best results come when you combine AI with your own knowledge and judgment. Artificial intelligence is becoming part of everyday life, and Google Gemini is one of the tools helping people work smarter. Whether you're studying for exams, creating content, writing emails, or simply looking for quick answers, Gemini offers practical features that can save time and boost productivity. The best way to discover its potential is to try it yourself. Experiment with different prompts, explore its features, and find the workflows that work best for you. Remember, AI isn't about replacing your creativity or skills. It's about helping you do more with the time you have. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos about AI, technology, and productivity. We're always exploring the latest tools, sharing practical tips, and showing you how to get the most out of today's technology. I'd also love to hear from you.